Alright guys, welcome back. So this is the last tutorial. In this tutorial we're actually going to run the link wheel we just created. If you followed along with the tutorials, you should have your first link wheel set up. You should have some articles loaded and a couple domains loaded. So we're going to go ahead and run our first link wheel here. Um, at this point we're not going to run it with proxies. I'll show you how to run it with proxies later, but just use your local IP right now for this test, and we'll go through real quick, and I'll show you basically what the dashboard does here and what everything means when it starts running here. So, just to get started, click on Start. Basically, it'll pop up a little message box here saying you have no proxies, so you have better results if you load stable proxies. Um, so just click OK on that. And then the output log here is basically where you're going to see output messages as far as what the link wheel is doing. Um, a lot of this is pretty self-explanatory. These are all the different events currently running. It's actually going out right now here and creating these different accounts. And then you can see that it's just stepping through the various steps on these different events right now. So this first run of this link wheel is probably going to go out and create your accounts, of course. Um, you can see it's clicking along here pretty good. One thing to note here is while it's running, you can right click on any one of these events and click on Show Properties. What this will do is actually expand out inside of the link wheel structure where it's actually building those properties at. So as it goes along here, you can see where it's building those accounts at, and then how it's building the structure out. Like I said, I'll explain to you how the actual structure works that this particular software creates. Um, but as you can see, it creates accounts pretty quickly. We've already created 10 accounts here in a little less than a minute. Most likely this mix create account's not going to work, as I pretty much maxed out creating accounts on their servers. So I'm just going to let this run, let you watch it for a while, and I'll come back here in a couple seconds. Alright, so at this point, it's going to also go through, you can set the retry count, the retry count in the global settings. Once it reaches the retry count, it'll go, you know, it'll drop red, meaning that that account actually or that event wasn't completed correctly. The good thing about the software is you shouldn't worry about that too much. You'll of course get a small percentage of events not working every time, but the software remembers what it didn't do last run. So every time it recycles through the link wheel, it'll attempt to redo that event. So it's not that that event will never try to be run again. So it's looked like it's having a little trouble uh, finding the confirmation email for this gather account. I don't really feel like waiting around for it, so I'm just going to click stop here. And then also you'll see that it terminated. We terminated it via the stop button, and then also you'll notice that it popped up here as event terminated. So that first run, you can see that it ran. This is the first run of our link wheel. It went through and created various social bookmarking, blog platforms. It also created some social bookmarking accounts up here. The mix one wasn't able to be created. Uh, but also, when you expand out uh, these created accounts, will also show you, the username and the name that I actually used to create the account with. So I'll show you also as we go along that anything you expand out here, typically, once you see an event error, event success, you'll be able to expand it out and see what actually happened during that event, so you can find more information about it. So, all right, so now we're going to go on to our second run. So we're just going to click Start again. And then as you can see, it'll start queuing up new events. Basically what it's going to try to do this run is create a couple more social bookmarking accounts, and then also attempt to start posting some articles on those accounts we just created. So as you can see, it's already posted a couple articles here. So what we can do is again right click on it, click show properties, and then down here you'll see that thoughts post article completed successfully. And then also what you can do for any link that you see in the Linkwheel properties structure here, you can right click on it and click on show in browser. Just to, I mean, the software is pretty good about verifying if the article is actually submitted or not. So typically it's usually always there, but this is just a good second check you can use to verify that everything was created to your satisfaction. All right, so as you can see, we got a thoughts account here. It didn't drop a link here, basically due to the default ratios that we set up when we first created the link wheel. Like I said, I'll explain more about that later. Um, but there you have it. It actually created the account. You can verify it. There's the article. So at this point, we're just going to close this out. I'm going to go back to the status window here, and I'm just going to let you see how it runs here for a little bit. Another thing I wanted to mention is inside of this tasks here, you typically don't have to worry about it too much, but you'll also see um, the current thread count. So basically, that's a good verification. In the global settings, you can set the number of the event threads. Right now, I have it set at kind of a low level. I've tested it up to 25 threads. In the final release, I'm going